Hey guys, I'm with the developer of Space Battles. Do you want to tell us a bit about it?
Okay, I mean, basically what this game is, it's a strategy game, but it's designed to be a strategy game that is all about the setting things up beforehand. So it's not like a conventional game where you have like a huge army and you give them sort of orders in the middle of battle or anything like that. What you do is you design the ships and you put the fleet together and you give each ship orders as to how it's going to sort of, you know, carry on during the battle, and then you just press go. And from then on, then you have something like this where there's some big space battle against the enemy, and you kind of win or lose based upon how you set things up and how you design the ships. So you're deciding what weapons they have, how much armor they have, and where they are in relation to each other. And it's about the planning and the design of the ships rather than the actual battle.
So is it a matter of size of ships? Can you have loads of small ones? Or?
Yeah, well, you can have anything you want. You can have huge ships. There's like 6 classes. You can have dreadnoughts, cruisers, frigates, destroyers, gunships, fighters. So you can have thousands of tiny little fighters if you want, in which case you need big carriers to bring them into battle, or you can go with just the array of huge ships. It kind of depends on your strategy, because different size ships are vulnerable to different weapons. So it kind of depends how you want to set things up.
And I see the colours here. Do you choose the colours or?
Yeah, you choose everything. If I quit out of this entirely, blah 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 blah, and go to ship design, that's quite a small ship. If I load a big. I don't think we have a bigger one on here yet at the moment. So when you're on this screen, you're kind of like deciding all the weapons that you put on this ship and what engines it would have. But then you can completely design the kind of layout of it and the way it looks in different lighting and you know, stuff like that. So basically you start off with a really simple hull, which you can set to kind of whatever combination, crazy color scheme that you like. And then you're kind of dragging and dropping all kinds of lighting stuff and effects and whatever, and you can set them to rotate.
Appearance, they're not actually doing anything.
They don't do anything. They're just like build a cool spaceship. So you've already decided kind of like what's on the ship and how it's going to work. And this is just cosmetic to design whatever kind of ship you like. And it's easy to kind of like mirror stuff and build up whatever you want. But it takes time. I can't like knock up a cool ship really quickly, because you end up like positioning individual little windows and lights and components and everything if you get really into it, which takes ages. And what the game does when you save it is it then like compresses that all down into a sort of complicated sort of mesh effectively that is then rendered in the game. So you can add thousands of tiny little components to your ship, and the game will still run really fast. It won't matter. That's the kind of beauty of it all. But I think that this is probably going to be something that people really get into, because when you've got your fleet and your ships together, you can then post them as a challenge for other people. So they then get to see your fleet full of ships that you've designed and to play against your fleet. So it's kind of asynchronous multiplayer game.
Is it multiplayer?
I would say yes, because it is, but you don't have to kind of like know someone else that plays a game. You are putting together a fleet and effectively posting it to everyone else that plays the game and saying beat that, and they will do the same. So with the first game, Couture Space Battles 1, when we did that, we had 500,000 challenges were posted online by people. So we shipped it with like 10 different scenarios, but then there's like 500,000 scenarios designed by other people that you can play against. So it's kind of like an endless amount of content.
Can you rename the ships?
Yeah. You can name the ships however you like. I'm not sure if that's in this version yet or not. I'm trying to work on it so that you can name a ship and actually have the text of the ship on the hull as well. That doesn't quite work yet. It almost works.
Are there crew models? Can you see crews on the ship, or?
You don't see any of that, but you have to have a certain amount of crew for each ship, a certain amount of power, and stuff like that. But no, the crew are kind of like meaningless peasants. You have a huge space navy. you don't care. The whole kind of like backstory of the game is that there's like vast races that are at war with each other, and they've forgotten why, and it doesn't matter because who cares about the plot? The game is just about like blowing up huge spaceships. It's for people who like fast forward in science fiction to the space battles, which is what I do, you know. So it's for that.
Can the ships get damaged? So if you get shot at an engine, I know this is all cosmetic, but like, do they actually have engine damage in the game?
Yeah, they do, because all of the modules that you place, they're individually damaged. So you can have an individual weapon that is taken out, or shields that are reduced, or you can have engine damage. But you don't necessarily see that visually. So the ship will take loads of damage, but you won't be able to look at it and go, aha, that's engine damage. You have to like sort of click on it to like see which modules have taken the damage.
And are you enjoying yourself at EuroGamer?
No. Yeah, well, I am, but it's just I was here last year, and I know like the first day is really tiring, and then it just gets more tiring and more tiring. It's a really busy place, and we're here all the time. So I am enjoying it, but I just know I'm getting old. You know, it's it's pretty busy. It's great to see people play the game, obviously, but
have you had good feedback?
Yeah, everyone loves the way it looks. Everyone thinks it looks fantastic, and because it's quite a complicated strategy game. It's a game that people just see like a look of at a show like this, whereas they actually need to sit down and sort of fiddle about with it for hours, and nobody does that at a show because there's so much to see. But yeah, feedback's really good. Everyone loves the look of it and the kind of idea of it.
Did you design all like the default ships?
Sorry?
Did you design the default ships?
I did, but I'm going to hire someone to do that properly because I have no artistic skill at all.
He's good at rocket science.
Yeah. Well, I imagine if you post like designer of spaceships needed, there'll be loads of people that go, yeah, I'll do that, I would imagine.
Maybe you should host a competition who can make the best one and send them in.
I should do. It's a very good idea. I should definitely do that.
Get a whole panel in.
Yeah, I should absolutely do that. That's closer to release, which is it's still in development now, so that'll be released probably January, February next year, probably be in beta November, December this year.
Is there anything you'd like to add?
No, bring me drinks.
Is there a prize?
No, there isn't.
So doing prizes for drinks?
No, there isn't. There's no prize. We talk too much. We're hoarse. Bring us drinks.
Alright, nice talking to you.
Thanks.
Thanks for the interview. Thanks.